Hello, we're continuing video. Today we're going to take a look at the Element Cup again, and we're going to have a spicy team here for like one of the last, I think it's the second to last video for this cup here, as we're going to have a triple Kanto starter team. This team was a lot of fun. It didn't work out too well, of course, but it was a lot of fun to play. I just want to bring something a little bit less, I don't know, meta-ish, as we're only going to have basically Bulbasaur, which is playable, and this meta, the rest is a little bit more of a fun picks, but still we had some great games with it. We're going to be able to go into our Squirtle now against this Slugma, going to be able to shield up the next charge move. You're going to be the Rock Slide. As we see the Oddish coming back in, we can counter that with our Charmander. Charmander will be able to also still do some damage against the Slugma, and 2 more bubbles will be enough to knock out the opponent. We have 2 Pokemon with only 1 charge move because there is no secondary charge move that you want on either of the Pokemon. There are only like fire type moves, and there's no coverage, no better move than the one that they already have there. So for either the Squirtle or also the Charmander, it's not really worth it. For the Bulbasaur, of course, it is worth it to have the secondary one there for the Sludge Bomb, as we actually will be able to realign our Pokemon here, which is amazing, as we can now farm down the opponent. They're still going to get to move here, I think, but we can shield it up, and we will be able to see the opponent mostly having a Vulpix in the back. I would say exactly this is a team that I showcased early on already. I will be able to get some damage on them now, and I should be able to farm them all the way down with my good Squirtle boy. Look at its tail, it's wiggling around. What a hippie boy. We will be able to farm them all the way down now, as this move will not knock me out. And triple Kanto starters going to get another win here. Next opponent, let's see. Squirtle against a Vulpix. A very good lead for me. That's very nice for me. Let's see what they're going to do now. They're going to swap out into their Shroomish. I can go into my Charmander, and like I kind of regret swapping into this one, but also kind of not. I guess it's the best that I had for it. But I still have to throw a move here because they're actually too bulky for me to farm them all the way down, which is crazy. I will be able to at least knock them out now, but they can go back into their Vulpix, which has Quick Attack, which is going to go for a charge move now. But at least I can realign with my Squirtle boy, as I can go ahead and let this move go through. I will be able to survive it still, and we will see the opponent gonna go into the Chikorita at the end. This is kind of annoying here because Chikorita will be able to spam those body slams. I have to take one anyway, so I'm going to let the first move go through. I can go ahead and shield this next move up, and I definitely have to hit some seed bombs here at least to get some damage on them. We will be able to hit 1 here already. Let's see if this is going to be getting a shield. It does not get a shield. I can go for another one here. Does this one get a shield at least? Let's take a look. It does not. My opponent plays it very well here. Going into the Vulpix, and now I cannot do anything, even though I have nearly 2 charge moves stored here. There's no lot that I can do with my Squirtle boy. It will go down to 1 more body slam. This is going to be a good game. Next opponent, we will see the Vulpix in the lead again. What a rare lead. Vulpix is very, very common. We see a Dewpider coming in, which is a Pokemon where we don't really have an answer for. We will be able to resist their fast move, but they're still going to do more damage to us than we do to them, as Charmander is not really the Pokemon that you're supposed to use in this meta. It's still a funny one, as we will be able to do some damage with our Ember here. They are going to be able to shield up the next move of them. Can I farm them all the way down? I can actually. I will be able to realign with, of course, 1 shield less than the opponent, but I can go for another charge move, which will be able to get them super low, or will put them into farm down range for my Bulbasaur, I think. At least I hope I can farm them down, because that would be pretty important. But we will see that I have to throw still a charge move. They're going to be able to get to another move in time. They're going to let this move go through, and we're going to see the Vulpix coming back in here. We can go for 1 Awkward here. This should be able to get the shield from the opponent, as they're going to get lower and lower. We can nearly reach another move. Can we actually still survive this body slam from the opponent? We will be able to survive this one, and we're actually still going to be able to win this game here with the Awkward here from Squirtle. What a good boy there. Next opponent, Squirtle against Seal. Seal is horrible for this team. I don't have a Seal answer at all. Like, there's nothing I can do about Seal. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I guess other starter teams would be a little bit better. Maybe Gen 2 stars are better. I actually don't think Gen 2 stars are better than this one here. Maybe Gen 6 or 7 or something might be a little bit better. Maybe Gen 7 with like the what's actually in there? Like, we have Gen 7, the Primarina pre-evolution. Actually don't know if it learns Water Gun. We have the Rowlet, which is definitely a cool Razor Leafer, but yeah, like this, it's a little bit tricky. We still have at least our Bulbasaur available for us here to maybe deal with the seal with that boy, but it's going to be such a tough one, especially as we see here the Vulpix coming in from the opponent. We're going to have to shield up the next move, which is going to be the Weather Ball. I'm going to go ahead and go for the bait with my Seed Bomb, but there is not a lot that I can do here. This move, I will be able to get the shield from the opponent at least, and I can swap and try to throw my charge move onto the Vulpix. Sadly, over-tapped a little bit, and like this, I will not be able to do anything anymore. I have to go, I have to surrender anyway. That 2 moves stored on their seal, so it was kind of awkward. Vulpix lead again. That's something that I want to see here, as we will see the opponent staying in. I expect them then to have another Pokemon weak to me in the back, because it seems a little bit weird to stay in here. But we see the Dewpatter coming in, which allows us to go into our own Charmander. We should be able to reach our Flame Charge. I survived one Bubble Beam. Of course, this is the first and only Dewpatter I've ever seen in this entire cup, which runs Water Pulse for whatever reason. I don't know, but interesting. We will be able to at least knock them out now, but they still have the Vulpix aligned, and this doesn't really look too good. But maybe they actually double weak to my Squirtle boy. I don't know. We will see. We will be able to go for one Seed Bomb against this opponent. Our Vulpix here, I will be able to get the shield from them. I can go for one more Aqua Tail. I need one more fast move to get to another one. Let's see if we can do this. We will see the opponent swapping out, and they have a Wooper in the back. This is actually okay-ish for me, but I have to farm the Wooper down. It's going to be a Shadow Wooper. Can we get to the move here? Sadly, I cannot get to the move here anymore. Can we at least farm them down with our Bulbasaur? If we were Shadow, definitely, but like this, sadly, we are not going to be able to. And my opponent will be able to win this game, just barely. They're part of a water team. We will see the next opponent here. Next opponent going to have Dewpider. Horrible lead for me again. I'm going to swap out immediately into my Bulbasaur while my opponent swaps into a Pumpkaboo. Something that I didn't want to swap into, definitely. I would have rather had my Charmander aligned to it, but it's fine. We can go ahead and shield this move up from the opponent. I should be able to go for 2 Seed Bombs, which should hopefully get them into range where I can farm them down. We have to see here the Seed Bomb coming through. The Seed Bomb will get them low enough that I can farm them down. I can realign my Pokemon, and sadly I don't get the move off there. I thought I could just go for one more fast move, and this is going to hurt me now. I remember this game here as well. If I had just a small amount of damage on the opponent here, I would have been able to farm them down without even throwing this charge move here, which would have been amazing. I now kind of have to swap out and try to catch the move, and they have the Oddish in the back, which I would have hard-walled with my Charmander in the back, so I would have been so fine if I just had the actual move thrown there, and like this, they can just go ahead and go for the Bubble Beam here and knock me out. If I just got the Seed Bomb off on the Dewpider already, that would have been nice, but like, yeah, it's my own mistake. Next opponent, we see a Bulbasaur. Horrible for us. We're going to go into our own Bulbasaur, which is at least also a little bit horrible, but it's okay. I see the opponent coming into a Vulpix. We're gonna go straight for the Sludge Bomb, and we're actually going to be able to hit it, which is amazing. I can go for another charge move, which is even better. And this will be able to get the shield from the opponent. I should be able to farm them down in time here, I think. I don't think they're gonna get to another move. Let's see. I was wrong, and like this game is kinda over. Reason for this is they have a Bulbasaur. I will be able to actually still get the shield here, which is nice. But they can just go ahead, go for one Seed Bomb here, farm me down, and I have 2 Pokemon that are weak to Bulbasaur, basically. Yep, the Charmander is still weak to it. One move will completely annihilate this thing. Sludge Bomb will destroy me, and there's nothing I can do with my Squirtle boy here. Definitely not a winnable game anymore, but at least with this team it kind of went very fast for the battles, which is nice. Next opponent, we will see a Pumpkaboo coming in against us. We will be able to go into our Bulbasaur, and we see a Slugma coming in. Slugma will not like to take 2 moves here from me. I'm gonna go for one Seed Bomb, should be able to get the shield, and I will be able to get the shield, and I can go for another one here, which will get them pretty low at least. I don't think it does knock them out, but it gets actually the shield here, which is amazing. Now we have a 2 shield advantage. Now only a 1 shield advantage, but we're going to have an energy advantage as well, which is going to be kind of nice, as we can go for some Awkward Tails against whatever comes in now. Going to be the Pumpkaboo, of course. I will be able to kind of do some damage against them at least. I have a shield advantage, I have some energy here now advantage as well, and we see the Vulpix coming in. I will be able to go ahead, shield the move up, go for one Flame Charge. The Flame Charge will boost my attack, boost my Ember damage, and boosted Ember damage against a Grass type will be very delicious, as you can see here, as they're gonna go down very fast. And we will be able to win this game. Good game to my opponent. Let's go into the next one. We will see the Squirtle against the Dewpider. Again, a horrible lead here. We have to swap immediately into our Bulbasaur. And they're going to stay in here, which is fine for them. They would win this matchup on the 2 shields. But they're going to go straight for the Bubble Beam. Interesting one for them. I can go straight for the Sludge Bomb. Let's see if I can get some damage on them. I will be able to get some damage on them. And I can go for another throw here, which should hopefully give me the shield from the opponent, which is nice. But they still can farm me down. I have to go into my Squirtle because I can just take the moves better here. I'm just going to try to farm them all the way down. They're going to go for Bubble Beam. Doesn't do damage to me. This is the main reason why I went for my Squirtle instead. I will be able to actually farm up enough to get to a awkward tail, but I'm going to swap out, of course. And sadly, they have a Seal. And not only their Seal, they're going to start having a Clauncher, and they have a triple water team where I have literally no chance. So I'm just going to forfeit this one as well. Next opponent, we will see the Dewpider in the lead. Again, we can go ahead and go into our Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur will be able to go for another charge move here with the Seed Bomb coming through. Gonna get the shield from the opponent, which is nice. And I can still get to another one, which is even better, which allows me now to get some damage or get the final shield from my opponent. And they even throw their charge move, which is amazing. Going to be Bubble Beam, going to completely to waste, as I can go into my Charmander and hopefully farm them all the way down. I think I'm actually might just gonna go on double shield and farm them down and just take the energy that I can get. But I'm actually going to be able to reach the charge move in time, which allows me to knock them out before they can get to the next one, which clears my debuff, and I'm also going to have to swap out here anyway. But sadly, I'm going to get hardwalled anyway by my opponent, so nothing I can do here. Next opponent, we see a Slugma. Slugma is definitely a Pokemon I like to see. Dewpider isn't a Pokemon I like to see. They will be able to realign if they want to. And they most likely want to realign here anyway. As a Sludge Bomb as a Seed Bomb going to get shielded here. I will be able to shield up the next move of them, but I actually shielded up the wrong move with that now. It wasn't the Mirror Coat which I expected. It was the Bubble Beam, exactly as this move was the Bubble Beam I thought, but no, it's the Mirror Coat. So good thing I shielded up the complete wrong move and let the wrong move go through, which is amazing gameplay here, of course. I will be able to farm down the opponent at least. But there is not a lot that I can do here, especially as I have a Bulbasaur on the back again. Some tough battles. Maybe the last one here going to be a little bit better. We see a Slugma in the lead. That looks already a little bit better. I will be able to go for my charge move in time before they can go for their own one, which means I will be getting a shield advantage here or just going to get switch advantage. Both of them are fine. I'm just going to take the switch advantage here and some energy advantage as well, as I will be able to farm them all the way down. But we see a loaded coming in. I maybe should have went to my Bulbasaur, to be fair, but it is fine. I will be able to go for one flame charge. Should be able to get the final shield by the opponent. I'm going to let this move go through, and now I can just farm them all the way down with my Bulbasaur, and this is like the main reason why I let this move go through there. Bulbasaur with energy in this meta basically doesn't really have a decent answer. I only have like a little bit of energy now because I have to throw one Seed Bomb still, but it is fine as we see the opponent coming into a Vulpix. They cannot take a Sludge Bomb with a Vulpix. Like this will still not knock them out, but get them low enough where I can just swap and I will be able to win this game here. So thanks for watching. See you next video. This was a fun one. Please leave a like for this nice theme team, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.